Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back to the Music Addict Podcast. I'm George, the Music Addict, and today I got some local heroes, I guess you can say. The guys from Stardusk Encounter are here.
What up?
Hello.
Really, Rob? That's how you want to start it, Rob? Anyways, all right. So a lot of you guys may know these guys from all different forms of bands. Basically, most of these guys have been playing for the better part of 10, 15 plus years. Minus Robert Paz here. He's been playing for 6 years? Something like
Almost 6 years. No,
Right?
I think it's coming up.
About 6 years, right? Since Finger Bang started you off, you busted your cherry with Finger Bang.
That was really your first band's name?
Yeah, it started off with Finger Bang with Peps and Jordy.
First band in the neighborhood.
Yeah, true.
If you don't count high school.
No one counts high school.
Yeah, no one counts high school.
No one counts high school.
Yeah.
Rob, you've been in and out of 20 different bands within the last 15 years, probably.
Not that many, but yeah.
No, but you've had your fair share. You get this. You go back with Van Ray's, Tasty Mixer. I don't even know what else.
It all started with Turn Century.
Turn Century, yeah.
And then that dissolved after.
You got this more on writing on the walls. You got why not writing on the walls.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that dissolved. And then, I was actually at one time too, I played in a band called the Chris Evans Debacle.
Oh, okay.
That was early, man. That was 2000, around 2000 maybe?
Right.
I was going to say before internet.
Oh, wow, really?
I didn't have internet. I was broke.
I didn't have a cell phone at that time.
It was
Right.
dial-up.
Yeah,
It
there you
was
go.
dial-up at the time. What was that, AOL?
AOL, oh, goddamn.
Yeah, it's been
All right, and you've had a good amount of journey. And John, well, you've had your fair share of bands, recent and past. I mean, you still this White Sirens? I don't even know what else. What else you had going back in the past? Wonderland Honey,
Remodern.
Yeah.
With Julio and Andy. I was going to say Psychedelic Cannibals. That was my first one, but that was also
High school?
I was out of high school, so I was of high school age though.
Yeah, he was
as long as you guys are playing it, it's still a band. You know?
Yeah, that was way back.
right.
Yeah, I played it I've played with a lot of people, who else? 89 Minds, I tracked with them.
Yeah.
89 Minds, yeah.
Pretty much, if you could name them in this neighborhood, there's an 80% chance I probably at least played with them for a small.
What, and pretty much all of you except for you, Rob, and Joel are playing multiple bands right now. Like you, Robert, and John, you're playing multiple. You got Earth Program, Rob. You guys are going out of town soon, aren't you?
Yeah.
Going to
Memorial Day weekend.
Okay, you going to Seattle, right?
Seattle.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not us, not Stardust.
No, that's Stardust. That's Earth Program. Yeah.
That's a different topic.
That's a different podcast.
That's a different podcast because I've been blown off about 4 times from Earth Program. Anyways, so what about we could talk about the other member that's not here. We could talk about Joel's, since he's too good for us. So it's
I'm on blast.
he's been playing music for a long time.
Yeah, maybe he's on his way here. He lives right around the corner. Maybe he's walking backwards.
That's true. He does live about 3 blocks away from me, so it's like
So you guys are practically neighbors.
Yeah, we pretty much are. I mean, that guy's been playing music for a long time. He's been in and out of bands for pretty much fucking forever, just like most of these people. But yeah, so what, you guys have how many official albums do you have released out right now? Just the one, or do you have,
For this band, we have 0 albums out. Those, we have some DIY recordings that I did just basically at our rehearsal spot at the club. And just recorded and mixed those myself.
Okay.
But we're working on our first official release.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll be out by the end of the summer. Hopefully, so.
Now are you doing a full 12, 14 tracks
10
or
tracks?
10
It's
tracks?
gonna be a 10-track LP. We cut the rhythm, pretty much just the drum tracks at the last April 30th, the last day of April.
Okay.
And now we're doing the overdubs.
I'm pretty sure with John doing it probably took a long time just to get that done. I'm just saying.
Actually, wait.
It's actually weird because this album, I actually played drums majority.
Are you doing drums for the majority of this album?
This
Oh,
was
okay.
really weird, dude. Yeah.
Because I think I played guitar on 4 songs.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of people don't see about you. You're multi fucking talented when it comes to playing music because your ass jumps on the drums more times than anything else. You're even able to play bass a little bit too, aren't you? And John, you do the same thing. You guys go back and forth between the guitar and bass and drums and everything, right?
Yep, musical chairs.
There you go.
And Robbie and Joel go back and forth.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. At some point, we all kind of switch it up a little bit. So
Yeah.
Keeps it interesting.
Hell yeah.
And it's getting to the point now where it's not a clusterfuck. It's
Right.
actually smooth.
Okay. You guys got that show coming up the 23rd at Martyrs, right?
Yeah.
You're also playing with Robert, or your other band's playing in that thing too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing double duty.
That's like your farewell show for you guys leaving for the week, for the
Yep.
end of the month.
I like the way they like. It seems like people think you're moving to
Yeah.
Seattle.
Yeah, I seen that. People think like you're leaving forever.
No,
You should have just went with it because I'm
Should
pretty
have
sure
been
we
like,
would've
yeah,
got
I'm going to
major
Seattle.
draw.
I'm gonna go start another grunge band.
We got a crazy draw
Right?
next time.
So yeah, next
we'll
time.
con the people into coming to the show.
You know, yeah, that could actually get more money than the damn door. But you know what?
especially for a Tuesday.
Right? But I mean, it's Martyr, so they always get a crowd no matter what. I mean, just from random people just stopping in anyway. So, but other than that, let's listen to some fucking music here. So this one we got here, what's this called? This fucking title. What do you
What was that one?
got? Your newest one that you guys, Orgasmize Chaos.
Orgasmize Chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird play on organized.
Yeah. So this is all instrumental, right? Basically, right?
Yeah, this is an instrumental track.
Okay.
This was actually written, like, technically before we even started as a band. We were just messing around, wasn't it? It was just the three of us.
No, I mean we were already a band. It was just Joel wasn't there when we wrote this piece.
Okay.
You were on bass actually,
Yeah.
and I was on keys and John was behind the kit. But yeah, it was just one of those instances where Joel wasn't. It wasn't a full blown rehearsal. We were kind of just jamming or whatever. And we came out kind of with some main riffs or whatever, and then we just built up.
Right.
It may be a little too linear for some people.
Yeah.
But,
Well, you know what? Who gives a damn
It was
who
a freak
fucking
out.
people
It was
see
like
it?
a freak out kind of jam at first. and then we
Actually,
kinda
yeah.
tamed it.
Actually, I didn't think the song was gonna come together. It took me. I almost gave up on it, and I was like, you know what? I heard it in my head, and I was like, no, we gotta pull this out. Like, at this point, it's like we're all too good musicians just to, just say, oh, we can't do this and blow it out. You know what I mean? So.
Right. Yeah.
We actually sat down and kind of put it together. That's what it is now.
All right. Well, here let's take a listen to this thing. Whatever you guys. If any people like this song and stuff, they got it up on YouTube along with a few other ones. So here's this one. Take a listen. right, that was Orgasmized Chaos by Stardusk. That was an interesting mix. You know, that was pretty fucking tight. So you said that one was that was like an older song that you guys just released it recently, right?
Yeah, I think we wrote that like in kind of in the middle of last year, maybe in
Uh-huh.
the summer of last year,
It's like
kind
in
of.
the summer.
Yeah, and we came up with the idea for it. Like
Okay.
the riff, that main riff or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, some songs, you know, they flow together. You know, they kind of write themselves. This one was like,
So many different versions.
yeah,
and
we had
parts and-
to take it piece by piece in that part,
Mm-hmm.
or this song.
That's cool. That's cool. What else you guys got into the works like lately? Besides, I know you guys are busy recording and everything.
Yeah,
But,
just like you said, we got the show coming up Tuesday, May 23rd at Martyrs.
Okay.
By the way, 3855 North Lincoln.
Who's all playing with you guys?
We will be kicking off the night. We start at 8 p.m. sharp,
Okay.
and then we'll be followed by Earth Program,
Ooh.
and then
Fancy.
I believe the name. How do you say it? Menacerno. Maybe it's Italian. It's either Italian.
Maybe it's Italian, maybe it's
gotta
Mexican. You
gesticulate
never
when you
know.
say it, too.
Yeah,
You gotta
you gotta.
And then closing out the night will be O Malo.
Oh, okay.
So you got a 4-band bill.
Nice.
The band seemed pretty cool. The music seemed pretty cool. It should be a pretty, pretty fun bill.
All right, yeah. If any of you guys are free and you people are listening to this before that actually comes up, it's May 23rd. That's a Tuesday, right?
Tuesday, May 23rd.
All right.
We go on 8 p.m. sharp, guys. $7 at the door.
There you go. Go check them out. All right. Let's see. What else can we talk about here with you guys? Let's see. John, how's life treating you over in Slag there?
It's good.
Uh,
I like Slag. You know, I like.
You got
You know,
any?
people to jam,
You hearing any younger kids coming up from over there playing any music or no?
Yeah, I got my nephew
Uh-huh.
Isaac. He's a young guy and he's been learning a lot.
Is he?
You know, he's been definitely catching on, like almost to the point now where he's like stealing my riffs.
Oh.
And I know he's not like in bands yet, so I'm not too spooked yet. But I told him like, hey, once you start playing in bands, you know, I'm gonna have to watch like what I do around you.
All right.
Because he started off as a drummer.
Yeah.
And he's like he likes like that Avenged Sevenfold kind of style,
okay,
like,
yeah,
more
yeah.
like the Rev, like double pedal,
Right, yeah,
blast
yeah,
beat. So he got that on me, you know. I mean, I've never really been that type of drummer to play like blast beats and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
you know, he got it.
Breakdowns and
Yeah,
such.
but he's good at it. I mean, it's great, you know, to see him
Okay.
do that, and then he's playing guitar now. And he picks up like my style of guitar, which I like a lot of, like reverb,
Oh,
like
okay.
surfer rock kind of style.
Yeah,
guitar.
yeah.
So you know, he's definitely going to be upcoming kid. You know, I think he's a freshman now in Whiting High.
Oh, okay.
So he's
Nice.
he's right here too.
Dude, like surfer rock is just so awesome.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. Yeah, that, just those beats and
I really
everything, the
don't
riffs.
know
Yeah.
anybody that doesn't not like surfer rock. So.
That's
So
true.
you can put any genre on surfer rock, and it's going to be awesome. Like punk, cool.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
any-
Definitely.
mostly punk. Mostly punk.
Pretty much, yeah.
Surfer, they did like surfer metal. I'm pretty sure there's like a thing. If not, that needs to be a thing.
Probably is somewhere over there on the West Coast. It probably is something.
I mean, if they got that freaking heavy metal Korean pop.
Or like the
Have you heard that? There's like
Yeah,
the
I've
three-
heard
what are they
heard
called?
a couple of it.
Oh, there's like the three little
The
Korean-
baby metal.
oh, baby metal.
metal.
Yeah.
Baby
there it
metal.
is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
That actually works so well because it's like Slipknot meets Pokemon.
Yeah.
Show is right.
I mean, that does sound pretty interesting.
I always think like the demographic for that band is like kind of like a joke, kind of funny, and then you have one that thinks it's adorable, and then you just have this weird sector of like pedophiles that probably just get up on stage. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen like some of their videos of their concerts. I mean, they sell out like 600,000
Yeah.
seats.
Oh, dude, it's great.
It's insane.
And then is that stateside too? They do that? Or is it
Last
just like
time they were in the States,
Are
I
they
think.
K-pop or J-pop? Is it?
I think they're Japanese.
Japanese, yeah.
I think, yeah. I know they came to the States like last year. Every venue they sold out. I know they sold out House of Blues in like 30 seconds.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But let's see what else. So let's take it back a little bit of ways. How you guys mostly how you guys started actually playing in music. So let's take it back to Robbie Rob over here, since
that goes back the farthest, huh?
he's been playing the longest. I'll say it that much. So where did you start off, Rob?
Well, I actually started playing music. I started playing. Me and Manny started learning how to play. My cousin Manny started playing guitar. Our uncle kind of started teaching us like the basics of guitar when we were probably like around 13 or 14.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was probably maybe around, I messed around with guitar or whatever for a couple years. And then when I was maybe around 16 or 17 is when I heard Thelonious Monk for the first time.
Okay.
And just the sound that he was getting out of the piano just like pretty much just like blew me away. Like I didn't know the piano could make, a sound like that or whatever. So that's what really piqued my interest in learning how to play piano.
Okay.
And then that's when I started listening to a lot of jazz. Like my friend George, he turned me out into a couple other jazz artists. So, he, myself, Joel, Manny too. But we got like really into like old school jazz. Like I'm talking about like bebop, like from the 30s and 40s all the way up to like the 60s, and sometimes even the 70s. Up into like that era or whatever. So.
Right.
Then after that, we started kind of dabbling. Then we were pretty much like always listening to classic rock growing up, like Hendrix, Floyd, Beatles, stuff like that, Cream, stuff like that. So then we started, that kind of influenced our the band right away, and we started playing. It definitely had like that psychedelic edge to it, or psychedelic rock or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So we had played together as Turn of Century for about 13 years before that just
that was a long run.
Pretty much dissolved or whatever, and then whatever. It just actually a band that didn't get mentioned here that kind of always slips through the cracks. That's when I first started playing with John. He was in a band called Night Kids.
Oh wow!
Julio
Yeah.
And
I forgot about that one too.
Jesse, and I guess Mark Banks at the time was playing keys for him, but I don't know what happened with that. But then they asked me if I want to jump on. I wasn't doing that at the time, so I was like, sure.
Okay.
So then that pretty much just morphed into Vanaries.
Right.
Everything just keeps morphing. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's the progression level around the neighborhood, man. It's like everyone's playing, and people fade away, people come in. That's that's how the neighborhood works with music.
It's like Night Kids of Vanaries, Vanaries of Stardust Encounter. What's next?
What about you, John? You've been in and out of bands pretty much forever too. So
it was. I think when I first started playing or wanting to play was like my mother would get like Finger Hut magazines.
Okay.
And you kind of scroll through it, and I think I would always just go to like the electronics and look at video games and stuff, and just
every kid did.
And I think there was a point when I was like 13, probably around 13, where I started like looking at that little acoustic, like those mini acoustics.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, then it just caught my eye, and after that I was like, can I please have this? And eventually I got it, and
right.
I didn't know how to tune it. I didn't even know that it had to be tuned.
Right,
So
you were just strumming along till it broke.
Coming up with riffs on that, and I would bring it around to like buddies' houses, and it would just start from there, like just learning chords and that, and then eventually, you get like all the introduction stuff, like you start doing this in Nirvana, learning how to do Nirvana riffs and the Misfits riffs, Dead Kennedys, all like the OG guitar riffs. I think most of my friends I know that play guitar kind of learned off of those Ramones riffs and
right. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like those guitar riffs are like the easiest riffs in the world, but they're also some of the catchiest stuff too. So. It's a good way to learn. It keeps you interested, and then you're a kid growing up, you just want to learn something. So you learn three chord progression, and then you're like, oh shit, not like trying to learn this extended piece of music that
progressive.
Power chords are key, man. Power chords are key.
There's an interesting story about how like the drumming started was when with psychedelic cannibals with my buddy Jake and Vincent and Peter, we were playing, and they're like, "Can you play the drums for us?" You know, I'm like, I really don't want to play drums. Well, I was like, I'll play guitar. We got 2 guitar players already.
Right.
Like, fuck. Okay, well, I'll play bass. Jake plays bass. I'll play keyboards. There ain't no fucking keyboards in a punk rock band. I'm like, ah, shit. They're like, just learn the drums.
Tell that to Rancid, goddammit.
I know. I've seen quite a few punk rock bands.
I mean, yeah, there's a few of them.
But
Man.
that was just them, you know, like,
Right.
shut up. You're gonna play the drums, so just
Right,
deal
yeah.
with it, you know. And then that's pretty much how I learned.
Like, you're gonna fucking play the drums, and that's gonna be your life for now on. Goddammit.
What about you?
Robert, I mean,
No, I started playing guitar when I was 16.
yeah.
And then, like, towards the end of high school, that's when I started a band in high school. And then that faded away once, you know, I graduated.
Yeah, of course,
and then
yeah.
My uncle, Peps,
Yeah.
he's the one that freaking wanted to start a cover band with your brother.
Yeah.
He brought your brother over to my house, and then I had my buddy Tony, and we just started jamming in my garage, and then we just went from there. We just started doing like, we had finger bang.
Funny little story about that. I don't know if how you heard about that. It actually came up. We were actually at a bachelor party, and when that whole band actually got created.
Really?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Hence the name.
That's the name
I
of
think
Finger
that may have been. No, because where'd he get? Fucking Cartman.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
from
South
South
Park.
Park.
Yeah,
so
South Park.
South
Yeah.
And then we went to finger bang, and then like we played like at Peps's. He was living in Hegwish.
Yeah, across street from the park.
Right from the park, and then we did like a friggin' show in his backyard, and
Yeah, he did his whole thing with his megaphone and everything.
yeah, friggin' trying to be all Scott Weiland about it and shit.
hey. Yeah, but then you just took off from there. You pretty much just started playing your ass off. I mean, you progressed pretty well with the guitar, like fairly quickly.
Yeah, who's that?
Humble.
Humble, he
And then
says.
after that, actually, like the whole multi-instrumental thing came about friggin' awkwardly enough with Wonderland Honey.
Okay.
Oh, playing bass.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
okay.
whole spiel, because you know.
And you were filling in for Joelle, who is currently in our band
Yeah,
now.
right?
So that's
Oh,
That's
okay.
hilarious.
Hey, man, that's how it works, man.
And then I was like, man, I should start a band where I play drums. Because then I was in Wonderland Honey with
Right. Yeah.
Exit 9, for formerly.
Right.
Finger
Formerly
band.
exit
So I was
nine.
playing guitar and I was playing bass in the band. I was like, man, I should try and find a freaking band and play drums. And then sure enough, freaking Mikey called me. No, it was
Okay.
actually Bert. Bert called me. He was like, hey, I heard you want to play drums in the band. Like, and then that's when 89 Minds thing happened and all that stuff. And
so you were the drummer.
yeah, I was the original drummer for 89 Minds.
He started off the trend of several drummers.
Because then I say like I tracked for them too, so it's even good to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've had a lot of people play.
It's all incestuous, man. This
Oh, yeah,
whole
exactly.
area with
You know,
musicians
that's
and
like you
stuff,
said, the
like-
blend of musicians from the neighborhood. I mean, everybody's almost fucking played with every single buddy. I mean, there's not one group of people that hasn't played a show or like had somebody else play like from their other band, like have them come in. You know, that's one of the good things about being around here. Let's see. We got a lot of fests coming up soon. I believe someone's talking about Lotto Fest in July. I think I heard something about that. Nest Fest, August 19th. If I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken.
unfortunately, I just found out about that, which is really unfortunate too. Because last year I thought they did a pretty good job. I mean, it was the first year or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's always a learning process. But
Definitely.
yeah, I guess Mikey Ramirez had just hit me up the other day, and he's like August 19th. I'm just like, oh, we're scheduled to play with actually We Kill the Lion.
Oh, okay.
At Livewire on that.
Oh,
day.
really?
Yeah. So that is tentatively probably are going to be our record release show.
Oh,
So
okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Which kind of sucks. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to even talk to these guys about it because this is just I just found out about this like a day or two ago. But I don't know. There's a possibility maybe we could play like earlier in the like late afternoon,
Okay.
early evening, and,
Right.
but whatever. That's all still up in the air.
That'd be pretty dope. Double show.
What's that one in the Cal we're doing? Is that kind
Oh,
of a fest too?
actually, yes. Actually, that's a good
Well,
one.
what's
I
that?
forgot.
What? I didn't hear
Okay,
about
so
this.
there's this thing called Make Music Chicago, and it's been going on
Okay.
for quite a few years now. I never heard. I forgot how I stumbled upon it this year. So basically, it's a thing. Like every June 21st, there's like 120 countries participate in this thing, and it basically just like is a day like that celebrates like the musician and all of us or whatever. So they just throw like these random, kind of like DIY. Some of them are kind of like DIY. Others are kind of like bigger like productions.
Okay.
Of just like free shows.
Really?
With like even not even so much bands, but just like people that even just like jam sessions or just people just playing by themselves or.
It's like parks. It's the Parks District, though.
It's not the Park District that puts it together, but the Park District hosts some of the shows. So June. It's a Wednesday, I believe. Wednesday, June 21st. We're gonna be playing at Cal Park.
Really?
Park right over here. From 8. I think our slot's 8 to 9 p.m.
Okay.
That should be cool. They're gonna come out and bring out a set and have a stage and have like the sound system set up.
Really? That's tight. That's the first I'm hearing about that.
Yeah, it's weird. I never heard about it either. I mean, it's been going on for at least I think several years, and I was like, why am I just finding out about it?
I know, right? Fuck, I ain't even heard
They're like Cal Park, the Cal Park.
like
Calumet Park.
Right. Yeah,
so we got into that. I submitted our name or whatever, and sent them a link to our music or whatever. So they hit us back and just like, if you guys want to play, we got a spot for you here, and we'll have a stage and PA and stuff. So.
And then what is it? The thing that my dad throws every year, the Hot Fun in the Summertime thing. I think that's July 8th, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait, is it throughout
Saint Simeon, yeah.
Saint Simeon?
Every year, yeah.
Yeah, I went once, maybe about a few years back, or a good time.
Yeah, it's usually pretty good. I'll give you guys more details on that next episode when I have everything locked down. But yeah, I mean, there's always stuff going on. I think they're doing another East Side Fest this year.
They're gonna do that the Labor Day Fest thing too.
I'm not sure about
the Labor
that.
Day Fest is, as far as I know, gonna happen still.
Is it?
Yeah, I was talking to as far as I was talking to the alderman's husband about it.
Because I know Roman was like a big part of setting it up last year, and Roman's out of town for work and things like that.
No, I'm pretty sure. From what I understand too, it's gonna be a lot more. They're gonna actually get people. They're gonna outsource like actually people, professionals, to put this together. You know what I mean? Cause, I guess last year it was kind of a big learning process, and it was like because I don't know if you remember, one of the main people that were getting it together actually had a heart attack the day of the first day of it.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah,
because he was so stressed out about it or whatever. So they're trying to avoid that. You know what I mean? I was talking to Raw. Garza's Alderwoman Sue's husband.
Okay.
And he said, yeah, according to us too, according to him too, we're supposed to be playing that too.
Okay.
I'm not positive exactly what day, but so that's all still in the works. But just keep an eye out for that.
All right, cool.
But
So
they definitely want to keep that an annual thing.
Right? Yeah, definitely. Well, that's cool. I mean, it's like I said. I mean, there's not a lot that goes on through the summer around here, so I mean, anything that can come up is always a good thing, especially spreading the music around, showing the kids and everything that around here that music is still alive. So that's one of the most important things.
Yeah, and that's why that fest is so important too, and that Make Music Chicago, because those are all ages events.
Right.
So, I mean, so you could bring out your kids, your little brothers and stuff like that, and whatever, just keep them interested. Who knows? That's how the next generation comes up, gets inspired.
Right, definitely.
Stuff like that.
Hopefully, with when there's more younglings that start playing music, then they'll start opening venues, because the majority of places we have to play here are bars. So that they kind of get shut out from that.
Right. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, that's we've hit on that a couple like in the last couple episodes. Each person has hit on that. Like a lot of times there was always house parties being thrown and stuff like that. So there was always some kind of venue for like the younger kids to play and stuff like that. And you really don't have those anymore around here.
Actually, not around here, but you'll be surprised. The DIY scene in Chicago is pretty kicking.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of pop-up shows. I know you guys played a couple pop-up shows before.
Actually, we're playing another one. It's this place called Floods out in Pilsen. We're playing, we're doing that June 10th, Saturday, June 10th.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, there's a circuit, man.
Right. Yeah.
It's just it's low key. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
yeah.
Like,
of course.
You gotta know. You gotta be invited to them.
Right.
So
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
Lacrosse. But those are always fun shows.
Right. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Without a doubt. I mean, yeah, something like that. It's always fun to do. Like I said, I mean, it's like the local area, which is like how all of us came up listening to most bands we've seen. Always like house parties or like someone throwing like a random backyard show or something like that. I mean, that or when we were 15 sneaking into a goddamn bar. But I mean, other than that, that's our own way of getting local music. But I mean, hey, we gotta do something around here. But let's listen to one of these other songs you guys got on here. Let's see. How about Here Comes Lucy? What kind of backstory you guys got on that song?
That song pretty much wrote itself. Now here's
that was one of the more easier ones.
And here's another interesting story. That the song that we just played at first, "Orgasmize Chaos." That one we kind of wrote when Joel wasn't around. Kind of, he was in that rehearsal that day. This one came around when it was a 3-piece. When John was missing, it was just me, Rob, and Joel, and we kind of switched things up. I was on bass. Joel picked up the guitar. Paz was on drums. And that one pretty much just wrote itself, you know what I mean? Like, he pretty much came up with that guitar riff and then whatever, the bass line, and even the lyrics kind of like, no, not the lyrics, but the melody definitely even was already pretty much like, almost like rock solid by that first one.
He did. Remember, he came up with the lyrics like right away, like, here comes the new say. And then he just mumbled the rest.
I mean, that for the chorus kind of, you know what I mean? That with the chorus definitely was.
I was surprised when I came in to practice the next week, oh yeah, we got a song. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, I guess the keyboard's the only thing that no one's on, so I guess I'll go over there.
Hence again, like the whole like shifting and switching off and stuff.
And that's cool, because like you don't see that in a lot of bands. Like when you're constantly switching, especially on stage. Like you guys will like like mid session, like halfway through the set, you guys all change up, playing musical chairs and shit.
Oh, we get that a lot after shows too. Like when we play, like, man, you guys switching around. That's so cool, man.
Because you don't see that. Like at the most, you'll see like somebody switch a guitar and bass or something like that. You won't see the whole band do like a full like 180 shift of like every single instrument.
It took practice because when we first initially started doing that with Vanneries, and it was did it eat up time?
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine.
You know what? Too, that was a different.
It was like now we know we have to write our set list according to how we change.
That was a whole different thing. I mean,
before it was like, oh yeah, just any song anywhere. So it's just like running into. By the end of the show, it's just like a big knot of cables in the middle.
Yeah, I could imagine that. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. But yeah, here's another one of his songs. Here Comes Lucy. Check it out.
Here comes
right, and that was Here Comes Lucy. That was a pretty cool song. You said that's about Lady of the Night, right?
Yeah, it's kind of
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
yeah,
Allegedly.
based loosely off of Streetwalker.
All right, well, it's always interesting. So, but yeah, but I mean, other than that, I mean, you guys have been it's been about a year now since you guys officially became Stardust, right?
Actually, it's about a year and a half now.
Year and a half.
We officially, I remember asking Joel to jump on board. It was right, I think it was at a holiday party at the club. So it was like in December of 2015. Yeah, so it was a year in this past December. So it's already like a year, going on a year and a half. So, yeah, it's been going good. I mean, we got good songs, good chemistry. People always like it when we play. People always. I mean,
yeah.
It's awesome when you get a sound guy. After you do a set, you get the sound guy. Complimenting you, because a lot of times they don't tell you, they don't say shit. They just go up there and set you up. And
Right. Yeah. Of course.
It's work. It's just straight work.
Yeah, that's all it is too. Is actually putting in the time. Like anything else, whatever you put in is what you're gonna get out. So.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's cool. I've always wondered this. Where the hell did you get the name? I mean,
that was a Joel.
Joel.
that was Joel.
Yeah, because officially it was gonna. Actually, there were a couple names we were playing with, and then that was like a last minute one that he came up with, and everyone. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I liked it right off the bat when I heard it. I liked it off the bat. Just
Yeah.
Because there was like 5 of them, and that one, and I think
We
one
each
other
had like
one.
a list of like 10.
Yeah,
But that one definitely.
that one definitely stood out. The only problem with that is like you gotta really make sure you pronounce it right and make sure it's not, people don't hear it as Stardust with a T and make
Right,
sure
yeah.
it's a K, because that gets
Didn't somebody make a mistake on a flyer like that once?
maybe I probably
I
wouldn't be
think it
I wouldn't be
was.
surprised either. But yeah, that's why I always and I kind of even stress that consonant just to be.
I think
yeah,
that's
definitely.
word association. I think.
Yeah, no, that's all it is.
99
Right.
percent of the time it's going to be Stardust.
Dust, right.
Not Star, which is
Yeah.
we're 1%ers in that.
1%.
Yeah.
What the hell? I mean, other than that, I mean, like, you guys got any other stuff you guys want to talk about, like music scene wise, locally, city wise, anything like that? Anything you guys are coming across that you guys interested in trying to do or anything like that?
Pretty much just working on this album right now is our goal right now, just to finish it up and at least our part, which is the recording, and then we track that Under the Bridge. Our guy Julio is gonna he tracked the drums for us, so now we're doing the overdubs ourselves, and then we'll hand back off all the files to him, and he'll mix it for us, and then we'll send it out to get mastered, and then it'll just whatever, go through the proper channels until we have a finished product. But we're looking to have that, like I said, by end of August, because tentatively August 19th at Livewire, that's going to be a record release show, unless something changes. But
Right, yeah.
And then other than that, the Make Music Chicago will be there June 21st doing that.
Right.
June 10th, we'll have something at the Floods in Pilsen. If you guys are interested in this, you could hit us up on our Facebook page and ask details about the address and stuff like that.
Right.
And of course, this Tuesday, May 23rd.
Right, yeah. All right. So yeah, we're probably gonna make this a shorter session this week. Let's talk about a couple of these other songs. We'll talk about this other song, "Mean Streets."
Another one where it was missing members. That was.
So that's the only ways you guys are writing songs. So like somebody's got to be gone in order to write songs later.
Well, you know, we're like rehearsing the songs we have written when everyone's there, and when usually someone's gone, it gives us a chance to just
make noise, jam,
yeah.
Stuff.
Well, yeah, this song. I don't know if you live in Chicago, it should be pretty. It's an everyday thing nowadays, or since ever. Just mean streets. Just about Chicago violence.
Right.
It's just like as easy it is, like with the first verse, like $300 in his hand, shiny new toy, in my hand.
Right. Yeah.
The accessibility of a gun.
Yeah.
Shooting. It just it almost becomes, you get desensitized to it.
True.
And
yeah.
And like my son, a couple weeks ago there was a shooting, and he comes out and he's like, oh my god, and I'm just like, oh shit, he's fucking traumatized.
Right.
I have to sit him down and have this conversation. But he goes, no. He goes, the robots are attacking. I'm like, oh my god. Like
Skynet.
A child should probably be scared of a gunshot, but it's just like the fact that he heard it was like, oh, it's just not that big of a fucking deal.
Right. Yeah.
When it's sad. It becomes like just background noise.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Well, this song too. I know you wrote it specifically about the neighborhood South Chicago, and we all kind of.
Yeah. We're pretty much all hail from there.
Yeah, there's some like references lyrically in there. You know what I mean?
That okay. Nice.
That if you're familiar with if you're listening to the song or you're listening to lyrics, you'll pick up on them.
Because the toy
ends up
air
in the
quotations
River.
ends up in the Calumet River.
Right. Yeah.
And then there's a shout out to South Chicago.
Yeah. There you go.
South Chicago don't care.
Yeah, because this is like the 80s. If you're familiar with the 80s and commercial, and down there it's pretty sporadic, the rest of our neighborhood, but down that way it's getting pretty it is pretty bad. The east side has been getting a little rougher too the last couple months.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, like, I still think it was more violent in the 80s when I was growing up than even like it is now in South Chicago. I mean, South Chicago was still bad or whatever, but I remember there being a lot more like fights and even like shootings because you had about five different like gangs and like on every block, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
They were just like fighting each other. They were cramming like
especially right there on 87.
And 87.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean? Like so, you had all these. You had like 5 or 6 different I keep saying bands of gangbangers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you know what it is though. It's like it's always been like a certain level. It's just with the way social media is, it's like it just gets accentuated so much because everyone's able to see it now, on a constant basis. I mean, the second you hear a single gunshot, somebody's posting it on Facebook or Twitter or some shit like that. So it makes it seem a lot worse than it's been, but I mean, in actuality, it's pretty much been like the same level, especially around the neighborhood and stuff like that. Because a lot of those people, it's like even in like the late 80s and early 90s and stuff like that, it was bad. I mean, there was like fights going down in the middle of commercial, 10, 20 people going at it in the middle of the street in a commercial.
Walking home from school and like, my sisters and my mom, like seeing, guys going right heads up at it right in front of us and having to dodge.
Right. Definitely.
I think a lot of people are a little bit more hesitant to have those fights like that now, because now you could, everyone got a gun.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Everyone wants to just pull out a gun.
Before it would be like, someone had a handgun, maybe like their dad's old fucking pea shooter that's probably fucking rusty as hell. And now you got like, you can just go over to the state line and get a goddamn rifle.
Pretty much. But yeah, let's take a listen to this song. This is Mean Streets.
Ran off. A cold blooded killer, been toying it up in the Calumet River.
right. That was Mean Streets. That's a pretty tight song. I was listening to that one earlier before you guys came. That was actually pretty good. So I mean, other than that, it's pretty much it. So I know, like we talked about, you guys May 23rd at Martyrs. You said you got a couple other shows coming up as well.
Yeah.
Where you guys gonna be at?
June 10th is the DIY show.
Okay.
At the Floods. Like I said, if anyone's interested or whatever, you could hit us up on Facebook or, ask us for details, and we'll take it from there. And then after that, will be June 21st at Calumet Park on the southeast side, and we're doing a part of the Make Music Chicago event, which takes place that day. We'll be playing out there at from 8 to 9 p.m. And
cool.
Another thing, if anyone likes these tracks they're hearing, they're free to download right now. YouTube, you can hit us up on SoundCloud. Everywhere they have them posted, free to download. Even Reverb Nation. But these three songs right here too, they're definitely gonna be on the new album. So
nice.
They'll have a better sonic quality to them. So just sit tight and hopefully, like I said, by the end of summer.
Yeah, these songs are even like, I don't want to say old, but compared, we have like such a awesome set of new songs that we wrote that are even like pushing it further. I think as far as like tone wise and just like this, I think skill of maybe doing it, because I know like it's harder because it's like some of the practices are just like, oh my god, like this is the pain in my dick right now.
Right, yeah.
Do this, like, why is this so hard? And I guess it's just because it's like when you're pushing yourself, and it's like, man,
I'm a big believer in it. The worst thing anyone could do, I mean, even just in life general, is be content. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
definitely.
If you're content, that's it. You know what I mean? Like,
right, hell yeah.
Always trying to push the envelope and just trying to do something different, and just even if it's just for us, just to keep ourselves myself interested. You know what I mean? Like,
right, yeah, of course.
Even if other people don't get it or whatever, it's like, well, I'm the one doing this. I'm the one who's gotta continue to do this or whatever. So.
I think it's like finding that balance, like, because you always like want to do something super creative, but then you don't want it to be like, no one's gonna appreciate this shit until I'm dead type music,
Okay, yeah.
And I think our music is kind of a good, because like, remember we were talking about this the other day, like our kind of like when we were talking about Serenade a Monaco, that's probably like a song that you probably have to hear a few times before you get it. You know what I mean?
It'll grow on you.
Yeah, it'll grow on you. You know what I mean? Afterwards, it's not like there's certain aspects of songs that maybe just aren't like like regular, just like normal timing or something like that.
Right,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But if you listen to it enough times, you understand it. It's not like
that's how like certain like
that far fetched or whatever.
Like Of Montreal is kind of like that for me too.
Oh,
sometimes,
yeah,
where
for
like
sure.
listen to it, it's like, what the hell did I just listen to right now?
Right.
Or even like a good like any new Radiohead album. Listen to any new Radiohead album first from the and it's like, what the hell are they doing?
Yeah, and those are some of my favorite bands, and a lot of them times those are some of my favorite albums. You know what I mean? Like,
like you don't know it the first time you're hearing it, but you're like, trust me, you're gonna love this. The future you is gonna love this.
Nice. I'll be back next week. I already have a few episodes lined up, so I'm not gonna skip a week this time. So the next couple weeks, pretty much you're gonna get an episode every week. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Remember, throw your headphones on, listen to some music, turn the shit all the way up. Check you guys later.